The Errant Stage is an affordable, accessible and sustainable venue. Errant means to err, to deviate, to stray from the accepted course. So we want to be something different. We want to take art outside of big buildings, outside of venues, and start taking it back to the people.
On the flames of hell, locked inside a prison cell, well, we've broken up. And we are ready to scream and shout.
2.5 years ago, I was couch surfing and I was looking at vans as a way of being able to afford to live essentially in the housing crisis and rent going up. And this van came up on the market and I bought it. I fell in love with it the first time I drove it, and I was going to create a puppetry workshop so that I could do my puppetry work and do educations work. And then in talking to peers and colleagues and other artists, they were all really invested and wanted a way of using it as a space, and I realised that it's much bigger than just me, and I could create this space that could be used by everyone and that we could start collaborating and taking work out into different spaces.
What the Errant Stage gives you is a wonderful mix of people that come through and the ability to do that in a really intimate setting, especially when it's really close to their home. They feel like, you know, it's theirs, really. And my dad regales the tale, tells it again and again in his final days about his early years on this isle, how only black in the village was actually a thing, and how it was him, and how on a summer's day no more than 8 a policeman at the gate came to tell his mum he couldn't go to the corner shop alone again.
It's accessible, it's affordable, it's sustainable. It's all of those kind of things that both artists and audiences are craving at the moment when the funding is being cut and we're looking for new ways to bring arts to the people.
If you bring a little.
This is kind of like claiming the smallest space, which is your own space, yourself, right?
So, thank you. Thanks, Fiona. So we are going to have like a quick change around, get some more seats in, get some more cushions out, and then we've got the spoken word event starting at 7:30, where you get to see all of our resident poets.
But they live without time and definitely without warning. You see, time is lost when the white light flashes and your blood runs cold. The young and the old are taken together, yet with no hands to hold.
What's different about the Errant Stage is that we can park up anywhere. We're solar powered, so we have lights, we have sound, and we can put on high quality and contemporary performance in unusual spaces.
And as loud as we can with every woman and man that can see the bright future on the horizon. A world that is enlightened.
And I learned that the corner shopkeeper who calls me love. You're right, love. He has no actual feelings for me.
So rather than being in a venue where you have to hire the venue, you have the costs of the venue, box office splits, that kind of thing, we want to create a space where artists have full ownership over what they're doing, and we can take it out and access different new audiences and create real connection between an artist and their audience.
They came back, yes!
I think having people really close to you when you're performing it's really intimate. It gives you an opportunity to really connect with the people that you're performing to, see their reactions, make sure that they're with you, all of those sorts of things, and actually give them something. Snarling with your boiling blood, one drop polluted with fight and flight, where neither is appropriate. This is an office job, not a pub, so you bite your tongue.
But I think the art should be accessible to all. And sometimes going to the theatre is a big thing. So going to people's doorstep, for me, is just what art is about. We need to reach people, not wait for them to come to us.
Genuine others, so deeply within me, but after a while time changed because I'm now admiring what is trendy and modified and in stock because it's got me shocked, and so now
you don't know what to expect. You know, you don't know what type of individual is gonna come into the van. You know, you're in a residential area where you don't know if people even have an interest in poetry.
Love is a do.
You truly expect the unexpected.
aspirations burn, even nothing to require, just existing, not living.
I think the main thing is that excitement of being in a different space and not knowing what is going to happen.
Mirror darkly glimpse, then face to face, condemning foes to damned disgrace. O spectres, what wraith have I become? Your translucence casts the darkest shadow.
It just allowed, you know, residents within Wandsworth to just get together and get to like share what it means to just, I guess, listen to other poets and be involved in poetry.
Jenga is a game in which players take turns to remove one block at a time from a pre-constructed tower made of many wooden blocks.
It's called borderline, or in Finnish, rajatila. Don't worry if you don't understand a word of it, that's kind of the point of this exercise. Okay. Mä oon hiestä, verestä ja paskasta valmistunut hajanaisen aivotoiminnan alumni. Mulla on ihmisiä jonossa kysymässä jaettavaa näistä kokemuksista. Hei, miltä se tuntuu rakastella elämänsä naista ja haluta samalla hypätä ulos ikkunasta ja saada molemmista yhtäläistä tyydytyksen tunnetta.
Probably the most challenging thing is the weather. It's very strange, stood on street corners like hunting for children to come storytelling. I have a fully enhanced DBS, I'm just telling you now. We are currently sheltering from the storm. We got set up about 30 seconds before this all happened, so it is tipping it down with rain, but we are cosy inside our van, so we're going to wait, see if we can get some audience in, see if they want to come and shelter and maybe hear some poetry or some storytelling. We are UK based, so we have to be accepting of a little bit of rain, but staging, the new awning and everything that I've installed mean that we are pretty much an all-weather venue. We can still produce outdoor events and have our performers undercover.
The other day was like raining really heavily and we were all inside telling stories, and that reminded me of my childhood, being like in a caravan, a storm going on outside, but we're just sharing and having a great time.
So he went into the middle of the village. He shouted, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm new to this lovely village full of lovely people."
It was just a beautiful space of just intensity, love, and I just hope that, you know, they'll definitely just keep this rolling on and keep it going.
I like the intimate feel of it. I like that it's personal. People come to the Errant Stage because of me. I relate to people a lot, and I think that's really important to keep it as intimate and keep this special, unique value to it. I hope it continues in that way.
There's also incredible power in just being able to be mobile, light on our feet, and going to places where we can start conversations, because it's not about quantity, it's about quality.
It requires a lot of energy, a lot of constant positivity. I try and surround myself with artists that help that are quite optimistic. It's about us collaborating, it's about us being together and bringing each other up. When we have a bad day, you bring each other up and you find strength from other people.
To the Errant Stage!